By the way, you killed that last shot.
Yeah, it went a little left. I hate that. I hate hitting it left at all. Hey everybody, thanks for watching Be Better Golf. I'm here with my good friend Bertie who came out from England. The first video I saw, the reason that we got, what was that, only like 2 months ago, I think, when I first talked to you.
Yeah.
I had seen this video that Bertie had put up on his YouTube page, where, let me borrow your club for a second, Bertie, where he was showing all these club golfers getting this line, an extension of their lead arm in line before, and then hitting the shots you would expect. And then good golfers were getting this there. And it was just so cool. So Bertie, I'm gonna take advantage of your time out here, and I would like you to give me a lesson with these DST tools and other things like that, and try to get me, because in the history of the channel, I went from being about like this at impact to being about, now I'm about like this at impact, where basically it's a straight, like I used to be this way.
Okay.
Let me see this. This way. Now through working on the channel and so much stuff, now I'm about like that, and I would love to get to about like that.
Okay.
You know, so I'm on my way in, but I've hit a little bit of a wall before getting that full lag extension.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were asking me how I would individually help you achieve what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, using, here we got the curtain here.
Yeah.
I'll swing it around, you guys can see. And we got the DST clubs and the impact line.
Okay, so as we've spoken about in the car, I think having watched your swing a couple of times now on slow motion, we've come to recognize that we all have idiosyncrasies in our own swings. Your idiosyncrasy is that you tend to sort of stand up through the backswing a little bit, right?
Yeah, if I were to describe my swing to you, and everybody who's watching the channel knows this, in the backswing, I'm good to about here, and then I start getting a little high.
When you mean, describe that to the viewers, what do you mean?
Means my level if I was in water.
So if you put a line across the top of Brendon's head and picture something in the background, you can't at the moment because it's just a grey cloud.
Right. I'm good to about here, and then about here, as I try to get some more turn, I lift up a little bit.
Right.
And then I stay up.
Okay.
In the transition.
So this is just pure physics now. What happens if you elongate the distance between your lead shoulder and the golf ball? You have to throw the lag angle out to reach the golf ball, because you're making that a longer distance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why you're struggling to reach a position, but the fact that your lead shoulder is higher because you're standing up is making that incredibly difficult for you. Okay. So one drill I created, I think we spoke about this, was if you swing, do a drill where you're really squatting down.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can do this against the curtain if you'd like.
Well, I'll do this now with Jay from Golf Stick Pro. I love this, by the way. Is having us out here at Silver Rock. He's not responsible for the weather there.
So just exactly. So just pretend now as if you're trying to hit a golf ball here. Now, by having a really exaggerated low squat, it engages your lower body, right? And I want you to be really focused about maintaining your height and just swinging at some sort of baseball, right? So suddenly you're engaging your lower body. Yeah. You're not getting lifty with your spine, okay?
That is a leg workout.
So if I was to say what you should be trying to do in your real swing is to try and keep your height and not stand up, and that way it would enable you to basically retain that angle through impact, because you're not elongating that distance.
So everything we always talk about is drills are great. The transference is where, if there's any value.
Yeah, the how-to.
The how. Not what happens, but what to do. And how to get it into your golf swing. So how do I now port that over into?
Okay, so basically, as you're making a real swing with a real golf club, I want you to be very conscious about where the top of your head is, right, and keeping that spine angle the same. So as you swing the club back, you're not sort of standing up. Does that make sense? So you're just you're trying to pretend someone's got a sort of a plank on the top of your head, and as you're rotating into the backswing, you're not getting taller, and that keeps the lead shoulder in the correct position. So when you move back, you've got the same distance between the club head and your lead shoulder, and that enables you to get your handle in front and have that lag tension.
There's two ways to do it, I guess. One would be to get higher and then somehow get lower.
Yeah.
Or another way would be just stay the same.
Yeah. So I mean, you see a lot of the golfers as they swing back, they either lose height or they got to the top of the backswing and then they lose a lot of height in the downswing.
Right.
But if you stand up in the backswing, you're creating a lot more issues for yourself to sort of resolve in the downswing.
Okay, so I'm going to feel my legs a little bit more bracing and helping me keep level. So that's what I would expect.
Yeah.
If I'm used to being high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's just happened, you can explain it very easily, right? So you're used to standing up a little bit in the backswing, and then you're kind of staying there and releasing the club, and you're losing the lag tension.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've just done is, by keeping your height the same,
Yeah.
you've just come back to the ball with your old swing, and essentially the club face is a little bit closer to the ground, so you hit that a bit fat.
Yeah.
Right? So now we want to keep the handle in front, which takes a little bit of that sort of distance out between the lead shoulder.
So I
and the
can
ball.
go here and kind of feel that a little bit, huh? Where I'm...
Hold on, you stand a bit further away, get the curtain, otherwise
Okay,
you're going to
gotcha,
whack your hand
gotcha.
on that thing.
So and this is one of those many swing fault things where with no ball or just into a curtain, like, it doesn't happen. This is like a thing that happens exclusively with the ball. So that's why I love having all this stuff to be able to transfer. Okay, so I'm here and... Oh man,
wow.
that was great.
I mean, that came off with interest.
That was different. So you can see right in the divot. Actually, I put it into the ground, my grips are wet. It actually did this all
bowed.
the way through.
Yeah, bowed.
So it would have bowed and slipped up my hand. So that was worth the flight right there.
Not
There
at
we
all.
go.
All right.
That was fun. All right, so guys, you can check out more stuff about DST Golf at dstgolf.com. Thanks to Bertie for coming out. If you're interested in the compressor or any other products, use the code DSTBetterGolf at the checkout there. A lot of really cool stuff. Big thanks to Jay from Golf Stick Pro. Go to BeBetterGolf.net and you can see information about the Golf Stick Pro for having us out. Click the subscribe button. I got a lot of stuff to say. See you later. Bye. Great.
Cool. Well, we got through some content.
Quite a bit, yeah.